Good morning. Come on in. Come on in. Let me get myself pulled up over here. Hope everybody is having a good morning. Make sure my volume's down. All right. Come on in, friends. I got my coffee. Just going to be doing a little bit of stenciling this morning. Let's see. So, I don't know how long ago it was that I stenciled this milk and cream, and as you can see, it looks horrible because I didn't offload at all. I was trying to get the bleeds for an example. Hey, Stephanie, good morning, my friend. Get another sip of coffee. My voice is not warmed up this morning. So anyhow, I'm going to redo this one. I'm not redoing it. I'm going to keep this as an example of what not to do. But I mean, I'm going to stencil on this one right here. There's my tape. Good morning, Jane. It's raining in upstate New York. It actually looks like it may have rained overnight here. Hi, Sharon. And Sharon, two Sharons, good morning. Oops, got a little high on the board. So this is the same stencil that I used. As you can see, it's already been used, but I do not wash them every time. Mainly because I don't have time and I know that I can get the paint off later if I want to. Hey Dana, good morning. So this one, I don't know if you guys watched before, but this one, this is what happens when you don't offload your paint. So if you get a result that looks like this, you didn't offload your paint or offload enough. This one, I don't think I offloaded any paint. I was trying to mimic bleeds. I was trying to get the bleeds. And so this is what happens. It can seep under your stencil and make a horrible mess. So I'm going to keep this as an example. I like that. That's a nice example of what not to do. Oops. And you need to definitely dab off. See how much I'm dabbing off? You got to dab that stuff off. You want it to look like that, like no excess. I probably dabbed off too much. There we go. That's a little bit better. But you don't want it to seep under at all. Good morning, Diane. Hi, Susan. Hey, Lynn. Did everybody sleep good last night? I've been sleeping a little bit better lately. I need some more paint. Good morning, Jill. I'm just using Waverly plaster. You all know I don't like to stencil and using any white. If I could do them all with a black paint, I would. So it's just easier when you're crossing those bridges. Sometimes I get paint on the side of my sponge, which is annoying. Oops, I think I probably got a little bit of, no, not too bad. Got a little bit of bleeding there. Very little. Morning, Chris. Hey, Emily. Go back over this a little bit. Needs a little better coverage than that. So we have an old dog. She is about, well, when we got her, the people who had her said she was about 2 years old. So she is about 13 years old. And she's getting really bad. She's a Boston Terrier. And I think that's about their lifespan is around 13, 14 years. They don't have a really long lifespan. Thanks, Emily. But I don't know what was going on with her last night. She was like stumbling around. We know she's going blind, and she's deaf. I don't know. It's just hard because last night she was like stumbling around, walking into things, walking in circles. And my children do not want us to make the decision to send her across the Rainbow Bridge. And we don't want to do that either. Like, it breaks our heart. But at the same time, we're like struggling with it because it's just bad. It's been bad lately. We've had to get puppy pads and put down because of her accidents, and it's just really wearing on us, I tell you what. And we're not wanting to make that decision, but she was like shaking and having a hard time walking, and it breaks my heart to see her like walk up to the wall and hit her head into it and stuff. And it's like, and this morning I carried her outside, got her off the porch in the grass, and our porch in the front is only 2 steps up, so it's usually easy for her to get back up without a problem. And she was just walking in circles. Like, I feel like she's completely lost her eyesight. So I don't know what we're gonna do. It's very, very stressful. Hey, Renee. Okay, this wasn't the best coverage on this because it's using white paint. Oh, goodness. But it looks better than this one. So let's look. Let's look at the difference. So you can see this is not offloading your paint. I gotta find something to do the bridges with. Let's see. I don't know if this is thick enough for this, but we'll try it. Yeah, it's really horrible. I don't know what we're gonna do. And my daughter, she's like, Mom, I'll never speak to you again. I'm like, you don't even understand. She just doesn't, the kids are not at home anymore. And they love the dog, and we love the dog. But do you let your dog get like that where she's just, I feel like she's miserable or something? And we've had her for many years, and she's been a good dog. So when you're painting the bridges with the white paint, you definitely want to try to blend it in as best as you can. It's a little hard with white paint. And it may not blend perfectly, but I have one that is 14 and I'm in the same position. Main question, does she have quality any longer? And are you keeping her here on earth for you or her? Soul search them questions. And make the right decisions for the dog. That is the exact same thing my sister said to me. Are you keeping her alive for you or for her? And that's I mean, at this point, yeah, I get it. We are probably keeping her alive because we just love her, you know? And it's so hard. I mean, just to see her walk in circles and walk into the wall and usually, I mean, she didn't sleep last night in her normal spot. It's like, she slept over by our kitchen, like by the bar stools, and that was really strange. Last night she walked underneath the bar stools and got stuck under there. So she was just really doing some weird stuff. She wants to drink water constantly. No, Renee, I'm not downstairs. I'm upstairs in my new craft room. We used almost the same type of covering for this table. It's a tough thing to watch. I went through the same thing. My Yorker who lived is 16 years old. We had a Chihuahua when she passed away. She was almost 18. And so we went through somewhat of this process, but it seemed like, I don't know, I don't think she lost her eyesight totally and stuff. I feel like it wasn't this bad with the Chihuahua for some reason. And the night that she passed, I don't know, I just knew that she was going to go in the night or something. But I had given her a bath the night before, and I had her blanket was fresh out of the dryer, and I had wrapped her in her blanket. I held her for a while, and I wrapped her in her blanket, and she was nice and cozy and warm. And then she went in the night. And I've just, to the point where I'm just hoping that, you know, this dog would just go peacefully in the night too, but so far that hasn't happened. So I don't know if we're going to have to make some kind of decision we don't want to make. I had to put mine down last year. He was 16. Couldn't hear, blind in both eyes, couldn't go up or down the stairs anymore. So I had, yes. So you had to make the decision. It's heartbreaking. Yeah, so we're at that point. I don't know. And like I said to my kids, I was like, you need to come and say bye to her this week if you want to say bye to her. I said, because it's that time. And then my husband's like, well, let's just stick it out a little bit longer. And then she does all this last night. And I don't know. I'm fixing a little bleed right here. Yes, that's a tiny little bleed. You can just kind of fix them like that. And there's a little one over here too. Well, this is a little bit annoying here. I was getting heavy-handed because I was trying to get good coverage. I just don't like to stencil with white. It's just not my favorite. It really isn't. But overall, it doesn't look bad. I'm not even going to worry about it too much over here. Not a big deal. But something like this, you would have to sand this whole board down. There's no fixing this. This is definitely a disaster. You don't want it to look like that. Okay. Good morning, Kathy. Okay, so there we go. We got that one done. Now I'm going to switch to black paint and stencil the other ones here with some black paint. I just got to get it on my tray here. I'm underneath this camera. Okay, here we go. Need a different sponge. Oh, Renee, you've had to make the decision twice. So did my sister. It was terrible. She went through it twice last year in 1 year with both her dogs. And we've never had to do that yet with any of our animals. And I don't want to, but I don't know what else to do at this point because it's getting bad. Morning, Judy. Going through the same thing with your Buffy. She's 12. Yorkie. She has a lot of health problems and not good quality of life. It's hard to make the decision. Thank you for the prayers, my friend. Same to you. But yeah, at this point it is keeping her alive for us and not her, because I feel like she's miserable. I brought her in this morning, stuck her in her kennel because I just didn't want her walking around, which I had to go outside, pick her up, bring her back in because she was seriously walking in circles, and she couldn't find the stairs to get up the stairs. And so I brought her back in, put her in her kennel, and any other time we put that dog in the kennel, she tries to get out. Like, she hates it, and she'll bark and stuff like that. And she kind of hit her face into it a couple of times, and then she laid down. But I didn't want her walking around hitting her face into the walls and stuff. So I was like, I'm going to just put her in the kennel. Am I glitching out this morning? I don't know. It seemed like my video was doing something crazy. I'm going to put that one to the side and do another one here. I just decided to grab out these boards I already had painted. Actually, this one, I'm going to change the color of this board real quick. I didn't like the coverage on this one, so I'm going to change it to black. Just paint right over that green. I don't know what color blue that is. These boards have been painted for a little while. That is a nice bright blue color though. Okay. Set that one back to the side. Oh, something on my board. I had to cut all my fingernails off because they were breaking and stuff because of gardening and all that. So I'm back to square one with growing my fingernails again. My garden's doing pretty good. I'm happy about that. Oh, what was the name of the green color? If I remember right, because this one has been painted a while, but I think that is the Waverly Moss. That's usually the green shade that I use. And that's darker than the celery, so I'm pretty sure that this one is moss. Oh yes, stenciling with the black paint is so much easier. So if you can do black letters, I would recommend it. I'll go back over here to the sweet tea. Good morning, Jan, and good morning, Karen. I got that potting shed stencil listed. It's been listed a little while now, but it's on my website. Took me a little while to get those all on there. It's a process to list stuff. It really is. I have to have time to do it. Etsy takes the longest. I wish they would let you like save your templates or whatever, but they don't. It takes a long time to list things on that site. Good morning, Susan. Oh, no problem, Karen. I just wanted to let you know. There's never any kind of rush on my end, because I will always be here. Look at those nice clean lines. So much easier with the black paint. I don't think I have any problems there. Now I put bridges in places like these, like on the bottom of this W. I'll add bridges on spots that I think might flap up on somebody. And that's kind of annoying to have. I'm used to that. Like, I don't mind the flapping. I know it stresses some people out to watch me sometimes, because sometimes the stencil raises, and I don't use any adhesive spray or anything like that. But I've been stenciling so long, it just doesn't faze me. But I'll add them in spots where I think that one is needed. But if you ever have a stencil and you're like, why did she put this here? And you don't like it, you can always just clip it off. You don't want to do that for like the center of any letters or anything, but you can always cut an extra bridge off if you don't want the bridge. That looks good. I like it. I'll go to this one. Do a second coat over here. Hey Brenda, welcome in. Good morning. I'm having a problem cleaning the paint off my stencils. Can you help me? Yep. Do you have you went to Dollar Tree lately and got some of the Awesome Cleaner? That's what I'm going to recommend. The Awesome Cleaner is awesome. I mean, your paint will practically just soak right off. And then if you have any stubborn areas, you can use a soft toothbrush, lay your stencil flat in a sink, and it'll come right off. I've just started stenciling. There is either bleeding or fuzzy letter. I use a sponge and don't think I'm using too much paint. A lot of times we think we're not using too much paint, but if you're getting bleeding, you are either, I think that it is too much paint. You might think you're not, but you probably need to offload a little bit more. But another thing, if you're offloading and you're pressing really hard, if you press down really hard, you can squeeze extra paint out. So you don't want to do that either. So you kind of need to just tap. I mean, don't press down hard, just kind of tap like I do. This is actually a bridge. I'll go ahead and paint it. But bleeding is almost always caused by excess paint. Let's see. Hey, Dawn. What's your favorite for a housewarming party gift? Are you asking like a favorite stencil, or are you just asking in general what's a good housewarming gift? Are you talking about like what kind of sign to make, or clarify your question there? I think makeup sponges she uses are best on her stencils. Some others, oops, I have her okay with essential stencil brushes. I've never used Essential Stencil anything, so I don't have an opinion about them. But you can use brushes on these as well. I have some customer friends that use brushes because that's what they like to use, and they don't have a problem. And I did on a video before I used brushes, but I'm just so partial to the little makeup sponges that I don't mess with the brushes, but you definitely can use either. Yes, a stencil. Well, I have a lot of different welcome to our home, and I feel like that's something that would be good for a housewarming. And you could do like a you could make like a wood round and use one of those and decorate it with some florals and make them like a door hanger, something like that. Or I definitely, if it's a housewarming, I would do something about the home. You know, that's what I would do, in my opinion. I think I have a whole category of home. There we go. That just needs to dry. And then I'll do this one. I gotta get caught up on things today. Where's my dryer? It took me using the sponges about 20 times to get comfortable with them. It does take a little bit of time. But if you choose to use a brush, you still have to offload because you will get the bleeding with the brushes too. I'm gonna grab a different color besides white. Let me see what I have over here. I'm gonna use Waverly Mineral. I just have to shake it up a little bit. Yeah, I like the sponges too. Oh, son. That's my son, Bailey. And he sent me stars. You're so sweet. I have your sign almost ready. Sometimes if the Waverly paint sits, it likes to separate on you. I'm going to use Waverly Mineral for this one. Let's get it open here. And I got it all over my hand, of course. I hope today is a nice day with beautiful weather so I can get back outside. All right, let's see. This one says biscuits and gravy. So we're going to make everybody hungry this morning. Do you guys like biscuits and gravy? I love to make my homemade biscuits, and I make my gravy with turkey sausage. It's really good. Okay, Waverly Mineral. We're going to try this one. And the bridges should be a little bit easier to cross too. Should be, but we'll see. This is a great shade. It's also a good shade if you're doing like primitive crafting. It's a good shade. It's your favorite. Good morning, Cheryl with Petals and Pickets. I saw you're part of the Craftastic Creations team. That's exciting. Those ladies are great. Robin lives right down the, well, not right down the road from me. She's probably about 80 miles from me. We're going to have to get together and do some crafting together. This is a classic primitive style font. I feel like this font is timeless, like it never goes away. It's a go-to. We'll do 2 coats anyways of this. I usually do 2 coats of paint. I'm just dabbing it into the paint in the lid because I got plenty there. You love the mineral color, Renee? It's a great color. Hey, Denise, welcome. You were excited when they asked you, Cheryl? That's so sweet. You just picked up Waverly Mineral. Good morning, Rebecca. I'm gonna have to start doing YouTube lives. I'm gonna have to. I have to take time to do some lives over there. Every week I think about it. Like I've been thinking about doing like Thursday morning. I might have got a little bit of bleeding. Did I get a little under there? No, I didn't. For this font, it really doesn't matter too much with the bleeding. It's very forgiving because of how it's a rugged looking font. If you get a little bit of bleeding, it's not going to matter because you're not going to be able to tell really. Not too much. This is just the papyrus, is that how you say it? Papyrus font. It's a very classic font. It's on almost every computer, but it's a really good one for primitive style. See, I'm like barely pressing down. I just tap it. If you press hard, like you don't want to do like this. Don't do this. Okay? Because that will squeeze extra paint out. So you don't want to press really hard. Okay? Do not do this. Do this. Okay, so let me show this again. Don't do this. Just do this. Because that will cause bleeding too. I notice if I'm really like going fast too, I can get bleeds. So you kind of just want to be careful. You're welcome. It is a great font. What I noticed with brushes is that if you don't offload the paint, you can swipe the paint right under. It's also can be terribleness. So either way though, whatever works for you, do whatever works for you. There we go. We got clean lines again. Very good. I'm happy with that. We'll cross these bridges. And I think we'll be done after this. I won't sit here and stain all of these in front of you guys, but I'll either wax or stain them to seal them. And I'll probably put the wire hangers on these. So this mineral, I mean, it's light enough that it kind of, with the black background, gives it an off-white appearance. So this would be an option if you don't like using the white paint. Like I do not like using the white paint. This other things just cover better than the white or the plaster shade. That was the plaster shade that I used. But this is another option. Use like a gray color. especially if you're planning on like staining over it to seal it. It's not going to matter. So that's just a little tip. All right. Let me get my signs back over here and show you guys what we did today. Oh, it's looking like it might be a pretty day. I was able to get out by the pool again yesterday, and I love being out in the sunshine. I love it. Okay, so we have our milk and cream, our biscuits and gravy, our sweet tea, and our butter together. Trying to fit them all in there. Yeah, I think you can see them all. Where do I find your shop? I put it there in the comments. That's my website, my personal website, and it is a secure website. I pay the extra to have it secure. So it is a secure website to use. I also have Etsy, but I like my website best. But I just wanted you guys to know it's a safe website. It's not just some random website. It's been out there for a while and it is secure. Hey, Jane. Thank you guys. And we will talk to you later, you guys. Bye-bye.